Tilarthakala Marma is between the eyebrow. We have to place the middle finger, gently lift upwards, hold for a few seconds, then release. Same way, do it for 7 times. Lift, release. Lift, release. Lift, release. Now go to the Tilarthakalam 2. Again, hold, lift up. Tilarthakalam 2. Tilarthakalam 2 is 1.5 finger from the center of your eyebrows. 1.5 finger. Then we will go to Brahma Marma. Brahma Marma is on the hairline. So on the hairline, you will place the middle finger in the center, straight over your nose, and create zigzag motion. Now, when we do the zigzag motion, make sure that you do not move the fingers. It is not moving the fingers, not up and down movement, but sideways, right to left, right to left, right to left. Okay, right to left. Everybody, please keep your videos on and practice so that you do not make any mistake. I can see still some people. Okay. आप लोग एकदम शांत से कहीं पे बैठ जाइए, खड़े मत रहिए, कंफर्टेबल पोजीशन पे बैठिए, so that you are not struggling. This whole healing process should be very, very gentle, not putting force. We are not applying any force into this whole practice. Now, Brahma Marma 2, from the hairline, 3 finger backwards. 3 finger from the front hairline, exactly in the center. Here, first, please feel the depression. Don't move the hand from the side. Don't keep the hand from the side. Raji, keep the hand from the front. Keep the hand in the front, not in the side. Everybody, please keep your hand from the front. Now, zigzag motion again. We are holding and create zigzag motion like this. Instead of moving the finger, आप लोग बार बार याद रखें कि आपको फिंगर टिप का यूज नहीं करना होता है. Nobody is going to use the fingertips. Everybody should use the finger pads. Finger pad. This finger pad should be used. Here, hold and move it right to left. Then we have the next marma, which is the Adhipati marma. So Adhipati marma, from the ear top, if we slide our fingers and connect it to the center, then we will reach to Adhipati marma. It is also 7 fingers from the front hairline. 7 fingers from the front hairline. तो 2 तरीके से आप इसको find out कर सकते हैं. Here also a very gentle depression will come. The Adhipati Marma is the location of your Sahasrara chakra, or the entry of the liver energy or the heavenly energy. This Marma point is the point which controls the whole body. Okay, so if we squeeze up the whole body and bring it to one point, this point will be the Adhipati Marma. Now let's move 3 fingers back from the Adhipati Marma, which is the Mahesh Marma. 3 finger backwards. Please feel the pulse first. Without feeling the pulse, don't do anything. Up. 10-15 सेकेंड आप सिर्फ होल्ड करोगे, फील करोगे, then you move with zigzag motion. So all in this line on the top of your head should be stimulated through zigzag motion only. Zigzag motion. This is the motion you have to do. Be very gentle. There is no need of applying any force. The force of your pressure has to be just 10%. Just 10% of what you can do. It is not acupuncture or acupressure, so there is no force which should be allowed here. The lesser amount of pressure you give, the more you get results. Now, one thing has nobody asked whether we should apply or we should use our left hand or the right hand, right? So before deciding if we can use the left hand or right hand, what you can do is, if your left nostril is active, and how to find out? If you exhale, keeping the hands in front, the breath will touch either in the left side or in the right side. So based on that, you can figure out whether your left nostril is active or right nostril is active. Or you can keep the hand in front like this as well. And if you exhale, the breath will touch only in one hand, not in both the hands. In that way, we can figure out. And if you keep practicing this, one day you will easily figure out without even doing this. Now I know that my left nostril is active all the time. Okay, so it is very easy to do it when you practice it on a daily basis. Yes.
So if the right nostril is active, we should use our right hand, is it?
Right hand, and if we left nostril is active, then we can use the left hand. Okay. Now we have to go now for the Karuna Mitra Marma. Karuna Mitra, which is the master controller of the body. For that, we place the thumbs at the back of the skull, where the skull bone is ending. Keep the thumbs together first. Take it where the skull bone is ending. Then take 1 centimeter away from the central line. Both the thumbs from 1 centimeter away. And here, remember, there is no pressure. You have to give 10 to 20% pressure and move your head. Or just move, track backwards and hold. Even that is enough. If you move very gently, it is fine. Not like moving. No, not like this. Okay, it's very gentle movement forward, backward. So this is we call the master controller of the body. Karuna.
Sir, can you turn, sir, can you turn back and show us, sir? Is it possible, sir?
Even if I turn, how will you see the point on my back of the hair? Will you be able to see anything in the back of my hair?
No.
Is it possible? No. So that is why I have not turned, because it is not possible to see it through the hair. Okay, it is just to be felt. This point, everybody, please move your head like this. I told you in the beginning, and see where your skull bone is ending. Where the skull bone is ending, there only you have to press. Keep the thumb 1 centimeter from the central line. Gentle press, then move the head forward, backward. Very, very gentle. And if you don't want to move, just track it backwards and hold it. That's enough. Okay. Now, the next point is the Chunambu Kalam. Chunambu Kalam is 2 fingers above my ear tip or the ear apex. Here we place 3 fingers from the side and do zigzag motion again. Not moving the fingers, but move yes. So here it is moving in this way. So when you are doing the healing, for a few seconds, you can just close the eye, forget about what is happening in your front and focus inside of you. Okay. So all these spiritual practices are all about going inside. It is not about seeing what is external. We want to feel it, what is exactly changing in your mind and body when you stimulate them. Next is the poikai column. Poikai column is the upper attachment of the ear. In the upper attachment is very simple. Let me change a little the color of the screen. Just making color is not that great. So this is, if I pull the air, this attachment of the ear, this is the poikai column. So we'll press the middle finger, lift it upwards, and then create a circular motion. This belongs to your air element. Okay.
And how long we should stimulate?
So initially, generally you have to do a little more, but as you keep practicing, the need will be lesser. Even you're doing on others, when your sensitivity for the pulse, okay, will increase. Now I can touch here and immediately feel some pulse is happening. How many of you can feel any pulse in this point? It's very clear, right? So there is no problem in feeling the pulse. That means you are already in some practice and your sensitivity is very good. That is why you are able to feel the pulse. Okay. In some cases, some people cannot feel the pulse, and that is okay. With practice, everything can be learned. Right? Now, remember that Marma points are not just the healing points, but it's also the diagnostic points. So you can do diagnosis through this point. Okay, so if there is excessive pulsation, okay, now there is normal pulsation, there is excessive pulsation, and we have the slow pulsation. Now, what is normal, what is excessive, and what is slow? We don't know. It is just from the comparison. If you are checking all the marmas and you can feel a particular kind of beat in most of the marmas, but there is one which is little peculiar. That is the marma which is, that there is something wrong about it, and we have to balance the energy. So giving healing in that particular manner can help you to balance the energy in that particular marma point. Now, when I do clockwise rotation means cleaning, and anti-clock means you're giving the strength. First, we do cleaning, then we put the energy on it. Okay, so now what happens? So if the pulsation is generally very high, then we know that the energy is high in that particular point. So we can only do anti-clockwise. Okay, clockwise is cleaning. So we can reduce the excessive pulsation by doing clockwise movement. Is that clear? Clockwise is the cleaning, anti-clock is giving power to it or giving energy. So when there is excessive pulsation, that means the energy is high. So we have to do clockwise. When there is slow pulsation and the pulsation is very, it could be like the pulse is big, okay, but it is very slow. Just like high, but it is moving at a very slow speed. So both you have to feel and see, and with time, this peculiarity or abnormality will be very easily, can be felt through your practice. Okay. Now let's place our middle finger on the Shankha Marma. Shankha Marma, when it is between the tragus of the ear and the corner of the eye. So if we just keep our thumb and the middle finger on these two Marma points and then slide it inwards, the center point is the Shankha Marma. In Shankha Marma also, we have to do clockwise rotation and then anti-clockwise rotation. It is only when you can say you are doing a general Marma therapy session, then you can do both clockwise and anti-clockwise. But if you are very expert in now giving the treatment and you know that if the energy is high or low, and based on that, you can choose whether you have to give the clockwise movement or anti-clockwise movement. Now, Raji, I have already told you that you should not move your fingers. First of all, there is no movement of the fingers. Once I place my finger over it, I'm just trying to move my skin. Can you see? I'm moving the skin. I'm not moving my finger. Now, even what happens is some people do such a big circle rotation, not needed. You are coming to a pinpoint how long stimulation is done. I just explained how long we have to do. How many times, how long, that is, I have already explained. Okay, so the radius has to be small. If you are making a very big circle, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, so the circle or the radius has to be very limited, particular to that point, then only you get pinpoint result. Am I clear on this? Okay, I hope there is no question on this. Many people keep asking about only how many times you have to do and how long you have to do. That doesn't even matter. Both the questions are invalid in the beginning. What is valid is that finding out the right point, feeling the pulse. Okay, feeling the pulse. Just if you can also touch, the touch is enough to give you the healing. The touch is enough to give the healing. Okay, and how long it is based on.
I get to only right side only. I can feel the pulse. Right side only, left side not feel.
So say now, Shankha Marma, if generally you can feel the pulse on the right side only, because if the pulsation is high, if the pulsation is little abnormal on the right side, it may be because the liver energy, the liver is on the right side, okay, and left side we have the spleen. So if there is a little imbalance on the liver energy, then we can say that you will find more pulsation on the right side. Now, I will tell you in the beginning itself that when you are going to treat somebody, and you have to be very gentle about your words. I can feel both the sides. Yes, you can feel it, and there is no problem as such. Okay, you have to see, you have to adjust. Now, ask yourself that whether you have any stomach issues, and if you have any stomach issues, what could be the causes. Okay, and as we become more and more expert on the diagnostic part, then we can more go clear and in-depth way to treat that particular problem. Okay, now when you're healing somebody else, as I said, you have to be very soft, very soft with your words. Like now you said probably that yeah, you have a problem with you have feels the pulsation on the right side. Now I know that the liver, right side, Shankha Marma, is connected to the liver. Now if I say, sir, your liver is, there is something wrong with your liver, how will you feel? You will run away from me. Okay, if I am a doctor and if I directly tell you in a face, okay, that there is something wrong with your liver, you will run away. Most of the time it happens. Okay, now it is when we talk about the energy, generally this language of energy, normal people don't understand. So we have to talk in their language only when we are, and they want to learn. Obviously, they want to know, and you have to be very diplomatic about what exactly you are telling. So, and also I have also seen one thing very, very often. I have been visiting so many healing centers and doing so many courses all over India. One thing I can see that even if you're not asking, some people will come, and whether they could be from the Vastu background or probably the numerology background, and they will always try to find some fault in you. Like, sir, you have a problem with the liver. You have a problem with this. Even I'm not even asking to you. Why are you coming and telling me that what is my problem? I don't want to know, right? So this is one thing I see very, very often, that people are giving suggestions or giving this kind of, what do you call it?
Advice.
Suggestions. Yeah. So which is not needed. Until and unless somebody comes to you, surrendered to you, you do not give them any kind of healing advice. Okay, we can learn, we can obviously observe and see what kind of behavior they are doing, if there is a issue with their liver, and then, or maybe the energy of the food element, and then what could be the causes, if he's talking in the same way, if his color of the skin showing some similarity. So for a study purpose, we can definitely do something, and we have to be very kind about it. Okay, so we know that this is not his own fault, right? This is not his fault. So we need to know that maybe because of the environment, there is something could be wrong, and maybe he has already done a lot. Maybe his conditions were much worse, and maybe he has tried and he has recovered, and then he has come to that state. So we never know what his journey is all about. So in that case, we never going to approach somebody with our suggestions until and unless they ask us. Okay, this is one primary thing which I want to share to all of you. Now let's come to the nakshatra column. So nakshatra column and the Kutri Marma should be stimulated together. So nakshatra column is the outer corner of my eye, and the Kutri Marma is the tragus of the ear. तो ट्रेकस ऑफ द ईयर पे हमें थंब को रखना है अंदर की तरफ, और middle finger ko nakshatra column, which is on the outer corner of my eyes, and hold and pull towards each other. Hold and pull towards each other. Now close your eyes and just feel what is happening, what is changing in your mind and body. Very slow exhalation. Your exhalation has to be slow, gentle, and deep. Okay, now let's move to Apang Marma. Apang Marma, as I said, if I draw a y-axis on the outer corner of my eye and x-axis over my eyebrow line, so the crossing of these 2 points is called the Apang Marma. Here, there is a clear depression. Okay, so here we place our thumb. Create circular motion, and then push backwards. So 1, 2, 3, and push backwards. Towards the ear, we have to move backwards. 1, 2, 3, move backwards. 1, gentle, less force. Okay, so this is like a, think of like a mental lock. This techniques which you're using, this is like the key. Okay, and the lock is more of a mental nature. With pressure, you're not going to unlock this Marma points. No pressure, please. Okay, just touch, and you will see, you will get more better results. Like how much the force is, even a sleeping person should not wake up. The pressure should be that a sleeping person should not wake up. Am I clear on this? Yes or no? Can you relate to me?
Yes.
Can you all relate to me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Putting us
Yes,
to
sir.
sleep.
Okay. Now, next come to the next point, which is the Vidura Marma. Vidura Marma is the back of the ear where my jawbone is ending. Here I will place my thumb, and then just lift upwards. It is related to the water element of the body. So the kidney and urinary bladder can be treated through the Vidura Marma. Okay. So when we talk about the energy healing, so we are learning energy healing now. In the beginning, I said there are many different kinds of energy healing modalities, like the Reiki, like the acupuncture, like the acupressure, and there are color therapy, and there are so many. Okay, so many in the world. So Marma is the root. Marma is the mother of all energy healing modalities. Okay, because think about the culture of putting sindoor or what do you call it, kundal. How old this is? This is, thousands of years old, which is when nobody has even thought about it probably. Okay, so we can very clearly say these points are not thought now. This whole science could be very old. Okay, now how do you know how many arrows were shot at Bhishma on Mahabharata? How many arrows were shot to him by Arjuna?
107 is it?
107 or 108, which is exactly the number of primary marmas. Okay, so according to my teacher, so who was a very learned person, more than 30 years of experience in marma healing, he used to tell us that there could be more than 8,000 marma points, 8,000. But most of the books today available, they are only talking about 107 marmas. Okay, there are more, and one lifetime could be not easy, to finish, because in acupuncture we believe we have just somewhere 440 or 430 points were in the acupuncture, and it takes a lifetime to finish this only. If you keep studying for whole life, and this will never be end. Just think about how much time it will take to finish 8,000 points. Okay, and also we have to talk about the energy channels, means the nadis. There are how many nadis? There are 72,000 nadis. How it is possible to treat 72,000 nadis? So they have only taken three primary nadis, which is Ida, Pingla, and Sushumna. So if we can balance this, we can balance most of the healing problem, most of our problem. Okay. Now, yesterday I said keep the Poigai column, the Kutri Marma, and the Karna Marma. These three are one line on my ear attachment, and that is why when we say that the Poigai column is related to the lower back, the Kutri Marma is related to the mid back, and the Karna Marma is related to the upper back or the cervical. Okay, Kutri Marma can be also used as a emergency point, and this is very important for you to know, because say a person comes to you for treatment, and what happens after giving 5-10 minutes of marma therapy, he suddenly started feeling like dizzy or vomiting, and something is happening to him. How will you feel? You may not feel good. Now what is exactly happening is that there may be something which was already planned for him. Okay, his health was already damaged, and when he comes to you, when you started the treatment, there could be already some damage which happened to him. Okay, and during the treatment, what happens is all this toxicity and all this it is coming out of the body, so which is about to happen 2 days later, it may happen now. Okay, so there is no need to, yes, Pushta Marma as well. So this emergency points, you have to always in the beginning itself, you have to remember, so that if something goes like this, and the person feeling dizzy or feeling vomiting or feeling like going to urination, you have to make them believe that this is a very good thing. So say you are good like this is very, very good. I am very happy that this is happening. With a loud voice, with a happy face, give them the confidence. Otherwise, they will get fainted. ओके, तो आप जब इन चीजों को करोगे, तो आपके मन में कॉन्फिडेंस होना चाहिए, और आप कुछ भी होता है आपको मतलब घबराना नहीं है. ठीक है, there is no negativity possible through this healing energies. The only thing which can happen is that you lose your energy when giving the healing. Okay, and that happens because your chakras are not aligned, your nadis are not balanced, and then you have to work on it. If you do not first of all, you are not under practicing or connecting to your gurus, okay, from where you draw all the energies, then it is very difficult to heal others. Then you feel like you're individual. Don't become an individual. You have to always stay connected to your gurus, and feel that so there's a proverb which says, when you drink some water, think about the roots. When you're chopping some woods, think about where the root these woods are coming. Okay, we have to always think about the root, from where something is coming. When you are eating, think about the farmers. So this is why, when practicing, remembering the gurus, remembering the rishis, or the generation of our rishis, which comes from our system only. If we remember them, we get their energy, and it becomes we become powerful, we feel very good. Okay, then nothing can harm us, and we feel protected. So we need to make sure, before we give healing to others, we feel protected first, right? So this, I will tell you all this, how to feel protected. That is a very simple way to do it. Now, when at the beginning, once you are learning this, what you have to do is first is that you should apply this only inside your family, at least for 3, 4, 5 days more. Okay. If you have to do first, you have to do, there is mandatory that you should try this on your family. And even if it is children, okay, 1 year, 2 year, just go for it. You have no worries to, nothing to think about it. Now, once you learn how to give healing to others, then you will have more confidence. So make sure that you do some healing, because until and unless you get some result, when you touch a point and they will tell you, wow, this feels so good. Okay, just keeping the hand on somebody's head like this will makes that person very, very good. Yes. Anybody feeling that my video and my audio is getting stuck, or any
Yes,
issues with them?
sir. We did not get
Yeah.
last few sentences
Last
from
one.
you. It was
A
frozen.
minute for
Yeah.
it was
Frozen
Yeah.
for a
a
minute?
minute.
Yeah, yeah,
For a
yeah.
minute
Only for a minute.
almost?
Only for a
Sir,
minute.
when you're
Yeah.
saying that you can do it to the child also.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
After that.
From there we missed it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So what I was saying, that that you can do obviously to our family, and it is very important to practice, because until and unless you practice something, you will not get confidence, and you will not have the zeal to learn it. Because I'll tell you one instance from my life, that when I started learning acupuncture, and I had no clue how this works, and I was very scared of the needle. So I went to my teacher on the first day itself. I asked him, like, how can this be possible that there is a small needle and you find the exact point on my hand, on my body? How this is possible? What he says, it doesn't matter. The point is where you think the point is there. Okay. Don't forget about the locations, forget about everything. Just what is your visualization? Okay. How you visualize is the point will move to that particular area. Okay. Now, I had a shoulder pain for a very long time, shoulder pain for almost 6-7 months. And he taught me a point, which is Li4 or the Shipra Marma. Okay. And he inserted a needle, and I didn't know any other point. So I had no confidence that I will do needling on any other part of my body. So I kept needling in this point for almost 7 days. And in 7 days, this pain for 6-7 months was gone completely. Until date, there was no pain anymore. So that day I decided ki this is miracle, because this point is not even connected to directly to this shoulder pain. For shoulder pain, we have other Marma points. But see the intention. I had the intention in my mind that I want to heal, and I keep doing the insertion in this particular point. Obviously, the large intestine meridian moves through your hand only, but it doesn't exactly relate to here. This Marma relates to any problem in the face area. So if I have any problem in the face or area, so we stimulate the Li4. But it cured my shoulder pain, and it was very, very bad. Like, I could not even open my t-shirt on my own. That bad it was. But as I tried and as I got some result, because of that, I had that confidence that this is going to work. Okay. And then from then, it was non-stop. I kept learning. And it was so nice that I have learned almost 10 different kinds of energy healing modalities in the acupuncture system itself only. And then the Marma Shastras also. So obviously that one single day of getting that confidence helped me a lot. So आप लोग जब तक दूसरों पे apply नहीं करोगे, when you are not applying on others, you will not have that confidence, or even for yourself. But now, for specifically with the Marma, what happens is, say you are well, you have no problem, health problem. Okay. In that case, you won't feel any difference when you are doing the Marma stimulation. You may feel some pulse. Okay. When you are already good, you may not feel that kind of any difference. But when you're sick, okay, so think that we are giving our energy to somebody through the Marma, because it's a touch healing. Okay. So when you're sick, how can you heal yourself? Because your energies are imbalanced. So it is very difficult to heal yourself with the Marma point when you are sick. So understand this very clearly. Okay. there may be some point which can work, but most of the time it will not work because you are already sick. So in that case, you have to take the help of somebody else to heal yourself. How you can heal yourself? You have to work on your chakras, your nadis, and your vayus. Okay. So if your chakras are balanced, which I will teach you how to balance the chakras with the marmas and some other techniques. If you can do that, you can make sure that you feel well. Okay. So marma, there is one, not like a restriction as such, but I can say there is this is something which to be remembered, that when you are sick, you cannot apply the techniques of marma on yourself. You need somebody's help at that moment. Okay. तो आप इसीलिए दूसरों पे ट्राई ज्यादा करोगे, दूसरों पे प्रैक्टिस ज्यादा करोगे, ताकि आपका कॉन्फिडेंस बिल्ड हो. Without that confidence, you will not feeling like coming to this class again and again, asking or sharing your doubts and question me so that I can make this class more interesting. Is that clear? Fine. Now let's move to the next marma, which is we have Karnapali. Okay. Now at the back of the ear we have done. Now this is Karnapali, which is the ear ring point. Now ear ring point, this is my ear lobe. Exactly in the middle is my Karnapali. So this is the master sensorial point. All the 5 senses can be healed through this particular point. तो आपने इसको थोड़ा सा होल्ड किया और पुल किया नीचे की तरफ, and you are done. आप इसको कुछ देर होल्ड करोगे और feel the pulse. You can definitely feel some pulse in this point. Exhale gently. Make sure your heartbeat is very low. No, my recording is on. Deepti ji, my recording is on. I have kept the recording on. What is the difference between eye and the vision? Yes. What is the difference between eye and the vision?
Eye is a physical thing, and vision is.
Eye is the organ, yes. Then
eye is the organ, and vision is something which.
It is the physical organ, and vision is the function.
Vision
okay?
is
so
sense.
Here the sense. So it is the sense which you are treating. To treat the eye, you have to treat the liver. To treat the sense, you have to treat this particular marma point. Okay. To say, if you are not able, you can feel the smell, but nose are blocked. Nose are blocked and not able to feel any smell. That is different. Okay. So if your nose are blocked, treat the nose. But if you're not in, even if your nose are clear and still you're not able to take any smell, then you have to treat the sense only. Okay. Now Karnapal. Karnapal is the apex of the ear.
One
Yes.
question.
Yes.
For those who sometimes lose their sense of smell completely, so will this help?
So everything helps. Okay. You have to have that belief that everything can be treated. Okay. Now, because I have been seeing this again and again, even cancer can be treated. Okay. Even cancer can be treated, and these kind of miracles are happening in a country like India every day. Okay, every day. So there is a story which I remember my teacher again used to tell. There is a farmer who got settled in a city, and he got cancer, and the doctor said maybe he will live for maybe 5-6 months. So he thought that, okay, now if I'm dying, so let me go back to my hometown and settle there. So he went back and he started working on his farm, and this way 10 years passed by. Okay. And he come back to the city and to check the doctor if the to say, okay, I have lived for 10 years, but the doctor is not alive anymore. समझ रहे ना? तो आप जब अपने नेचर से कनेक्ट रहोगे तो ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है जो हील नहीं हो सकता. तो उस बिलीफ को अपने मन में बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग कर लीजिए। कुछ भी आप कर सकते हैं, आप अगर अपने एनर्जी सिस्टम्स को बैलेंस कर लेते हैं तो ये कुछ भी पॉसिबल है, कुछ भी, क्योंकि मैंने इतने मिरेकल्स अभी तक देख लिया है, तो नथिंग इज इम्पॉसिबल।
Sir, I have a question.
Positive thoughts
Yes.
initially.
Sir, you didn't mention about Karna Marma.
Karna Marma,
Is there
cervical,
something else I can help with?
cervical pain. Okay.
Sir, Karna Marma stimulation.
Karna Marma, same.
Okay, I found this on the web for Karanavana stimulation. Check it out.
I think somebody's voice is coming. Somebody else's voice is
No,
coming.
no, no. Some Google is activated, I think. It's searching for that point. And search said something.
Okay, okay. Circular rotation only. Okay. Karnapal, circular rotation only. Circular rotation with your middle finger. Right? Now, this part is over. Karnapal, we have to hold and lift. And this is, I said, remember, it is similar to the Adhipati Marma. Okay. So, stimulating this point can release a lot of excessive yang energy. Like you can use it for fever conditions, hyperactive kids, skin burn, like psoriasis or eczema. This kind of skin condition, this particular marma can be used. Here, again, if somebody is very angry, this point is you have to use to release that excessive yang. Now, so let's move to the marma points in our eyebrow. So we have Ashru and Bhru Marma. Ashru Marma is below the eyebrow and Bhru Marma is on the top of the eyebrow. So we'll hold and lift upwards. And when we want to move from the Ashru and Bhru Marma one to next one, we will slide. We will not lift the fingers. We'll slide to the next one. So first you hold and lift and take some long deep breathing. Notice how does it make you feel? Okay, now let's come to the center one. Okay, but before we move to the center one, remember the middle one is the actual one for Bhratma and the Ashru and Bhru Marma. Okay, so जो बीच वाला है, okay, the middle one on the eyebrow line, you can feel a depression. Okay, when you move your fingers over the eyebrow, see if you can feel the depression. Okay, and just focus only on one point with your middle finger and very gentle pendulum like motion on that particular point. Okay, pendulum like motion, pendulum. You're not moving the finger. आप लोग सभी मेरे मूवमेंट को थोड़ा सा कोशिश कीजिए देखने के लिए. What I'm doing, I'm just moving like a pendulum. Okay, in this middle point. This middle point is the more powerful or the very powerful one between the three Ashru and Bhru Marma points. You can, if you close your eyes and just focus on that particular sensation, it will make you sleepy immediately. Now let's go to the outer one. Again, we'll hold with the thumb and the middle finger, hold and lift upwards. Keep the eyes closed and notice how does it make us feel. Next, come to the Bhratma Marma. Bhratma is the one which is below my eyes. Again, place the middle finger in the center one first, center one, and do the zigzag motion. Close your eyes Keep your spine erect. Make sure there is no stress on the spine. Shoulder, neck released. तो अश्रु एंड भ्रू मर्म को जनरली हमें लिफ्ट करना होता है तीनों को, और जो व्रतमा है, व्रतमा is to be middle one to be stimulated through the pendulum motion, and the inner and outer one through us, U shape or the half moon shape movement from the inner to the outer one. 1, 2, outer movement, outer way, from inside to outside. From inside to outside. Now, let's go to the inner corner of my eyes by keeping the little finger on Kaninika Marma. Kaninika Marma to be stimulated by keeping the little finger over it and feeling the pulse. Here, there is no stimulation, more overstimulation is required. आप सिर्फ अपने लिटिल फिंगर को इसके ऊपर रखोगे और पल्स को फील करोगे. There is just placing the little finger and feeling the pulse. No other stimulation is required. Yes, here the pulse is quite strong. Now we will go to the Urdha Gandha. Urdha Gandha, if I divide the nose in 3 parts, so in the corner of the first part, we have Urdha Gandha. Here we'll place the middle finger and create circular motion. Urdha Gandha, remember, you have to do very pinpoint rotation. Okay, do not make the rotation or the radius of the circle very big.
Sir, I have one question.
Yes.
The Urdha Gandha or the Adho Gandha, which comes at the bone?
See, bone will come the Urdha Gandha.
The Gandha.
Just
Okay.
below the bone, you will
Bone
have
is
the
Adho
Adho
Gandha.
Gandha.
Thank you.
Urdha Gandha is the space for Girikaran Nari. Girikaran Nari का मतलब है, ठीक है, sorry, Girikaran Vayu. So Girikaran Vayu controls the allergic function. So there is any allergy, this is because of the overstimulation of the Girikaran Vayu. It also rules the joints. तो आपके कोई भी joint में अगर pain है, तो you should not forget about this particular marma point, which is Urdha Gandha, including or giving extra attention to the knee pain. For knee pain, this is a primary point. So Bhratma and both Urdha Gandha is very, very helpful for the knee pain. Now Adho Gandha, we have to stimulate with the little finger again. Adho Gandha is with the little finger, and the Kapol Nash is also with the little finger. So ये जो लोअर कॉर्नर है, लोअर कॉर्नर के पास आपका है कपोल नाश, और इसके ऊपर है little bit upward we have the Adho Gandha, and above that we have Urdha Gandha. बालाजी हाँ बालाजी जी, आप देखिए, इसको बहुत ज्यादा मूव नहीं करवाना होता है. Here only. Okay, it's like if I'm seeing, I should not be even like feel what you're doing. Okay, anybody who is seeing from far, little away, he should not even feel the gesture of the hands. Like what gesture exactly you are doing? Is it you are doing circular rotation or you are doing any other movement? Nobody should can even seen that particular gesture. Okay, so this should be so subtle, this movement, that it is not even can be seen by a normal person, not understood by the normal person. Okay. Now we have Nasa Mool, Nasa Madhya, and Nasa Agra. Nasa Mool, Nasa Madhya, Nasa Agra. Nasa Madhya is important from the point of view that it is the controller of Apana Vayu. So we do 3 spiral motions downwards to give push to my Apana Vayu. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Like this, if we do from 7 time to 21 time, if you are having stuck stools or the large intestine is not clear, this can be very good, this particular Marma stimulation method.
Does this have any doing it anti-clockwise or clockwise, something like that, or just
Downwards?
Okay. Downwards, yes. But
from the right side.
From the right side.
From the right side. Or if you use your left hand, so you can go from the left side as well. So this is which hand you're using, that will make the side. Now the Nasa Agra, hold and lift upwards. This is for psychosomatic disorders. Ushtamarma is zigzag motion. Emergency point. Also, according to acupuncture, this is the emergency point. Next, we have the Chibuk Marma. Chibuk Marma, as the name suggests, Chibuk ka matlab hai chabana. So, this is going to be very helpful for your digestion. So, dono jo outer corner of the lips, here we'll place the middle finger. Okay, now this part of the skin, little soft, little hanging. Okay, so आपको इस चीज को देखना है कि you're not moving that much. Okay, just here. Now Hanumarma is on the chin. Okay, remember from the name of Hanumanji. So Hanumarma we have on the chin. Here we stimulate it by 2 methods. One is the zigzag motion and another is pulling downwards. Hanumarma is also up. Now, you might be able to relate this with that Hanumarma is also helps a person to hold the brahmacharya. Okay, means if you see, the rishis used to keep the beards as they are coming out of their study and they are in a stage of sadhana, and they will grow beard, because keeping the beard and giving stimulation through the beard here can help you to make your brahmacharya even more stronger. Okay, तो आपका beard है, तो आप never forget to stimulate this particular area, especially the chin area, through the hairline or hair. Yes. Okay, फिर हम जाएंगे कपोल मध्य पे. कपोल मध्य. Okay, Kapol Madhya is on the jaw line. So here, if we press and we'll find a depression, here we place the 3 finger and do a circular rotation. This is for insomnia. अगर sleep issues आपको है या तो आप पेशेंट को ट्रीट कर रहे हैं तो उनको इस पॉइंट को और अश्रु एंड भ्रू मर्मा इनको स्टिमुलेट करने बोलिए। लास्ट वन इज द लक्ष्मी मर्मा। तो लक्ष्मी मर्मा इज द सोलर प्लेक्सस ऑफ द फेस। तो आप ये जो चिक बोन देख रहे हैं, चिक बोन, इसके एग्जैक्टली नीचे, तो इसको पे आप अपना थंब को रखोगे, दोनों थंब को ऐसे, और हाथ को, उंगलियों को सर के ऊपर, फिर धीरे से इसको लिफ्ट पुल अपवर्ड्स, होल्ड लिफ्ट पुल अपवर्ड्स। होल्ड लिफ्ट पुल अपवर्ड्स। अच्छा, अभी सब रिलीज कर दीजिए और अभी मेरे साथ इस चीज को प्रैक्टिस कीजिए। सब अपने हाथों को मुट्ठी बनाइए ऐसे, और अपने नकल्स के साथ सर में ऐसे टैप कीजिए सभी, चारों तरफ, from all directions. You can close the eyes and notice how does it make you feel. The sides of the ear, around the ears, over the ears, back of the ears. Now, with your palm, tap on the side of the neck. Other side. Now tap on your face. Okay, relax. अभी अपने हाथों के उंगलियों को, राइट हैंड की हाथों को, उंगलियों को अपने सर के ऊपर अधिपति मर्मा में रखिए। Keep your fingertips of the right hand on the adhipati marma. Just exhale. Notice how does it make you feeling at this moment. And remember your gurus. Remember the line of your gurus or his ancestors, and your generation of forefathers. Feeling a gratefulness for everyone who made our life beautiful, who made our life meaningful. Now, join your hands to the prayer mudra. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope all of you have enjoyed today's class. Here, we finished the marma points of our head and face region. So, please go through again by all the marma point. Try to remember them through the screenshots at least. So, the screenshots will definitely help you to understand the marma points. And as we practice more and more, you will definitely remember the stimulation method also. Okay, stimulation method को स्क्रीनशॉट या किसी चीज में लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है, उसको प्रैक्टिस के थ्रू से आप सीखने की कोशिश कीजिए। ठीक है, क्योंकि देयर इज नो वन मेथड ऑफ स्टिमुलेशन फॉर ए पर्टिकुलर मर्मा। आप जब खुद पे कर रहे हो और दूसरों पे जब करोगे, व्हेन यू आर डूइंग इट ऑन अदर्स, it will be completely different. In most of the marmas, it will be different. So Dhanvantari mantra, I think many of you don't know, so I will share can you refer any books? There is no book available on the Siddha system. I have more than 15 books on marma. None of them I could found the exact location of the Siddha system. जो सिद्धा सिस्टम की हम जो सीख रहे हैं वो सिद्धा सिस्टम से है, ठीक है, और ये पॉइंट्स बुक्स में अवेलेबल नहीं है। कहीं ना कहीं, ठीक है। तो मैंने सारे बुक्स, मर्मा के जितने भी बुक्स अवेलेबल है मार्केट में, सारे बुक्स मंगवा लिए, बट आई कुड नॉट फाइंड अ सिंगल वन. सो दिस इज कमिंग डायरेक्टली फ्रॉम माय टीचर्स, माय गुरुज, एंड व्हाट ही यूज्ड टू से कि these books are available in Tamil, so he has probably also got this whole system from his masters. तो आप लोग अगर कोई इस लैंग्वेज को जानते हैं तो आप लोग फाइंड आउट कीजिए which books are there and can we translate them and can we bring to the main system. This will be very helpful for us.
So can you
Right?
give me some name? Because I am a Tamilian.
I have
I'm
no
from
clue.
South
I could not
India.
find out. That is the one
You can find out.
till now. But in one thing I know that there are actually many. Okay, so first of all, it is called Burmam in Tamil language.
Burmam in Tamil.
Burmam. Okay, so Burmam Shastra, and so you have to find out a little more. And this literature is very huge, which is available in Tamil. Okay, but the only problem is everybody whom I met till now, people are actually coming from Tamil Nadu, and they are telling me that there is nobody who wants to teach this, even from
Nobody
Tamil
wants to
Nadu.
teach.
Yeah. So even from the Kerala, people are coming and trying to learn. So there is nobody who learns it. They want to share it with others. So this is one problem because I faced from the beginning. That's why I want to make sure that everybody learns it, and that is why we,
Thank you.
make
Thank
it
you for
a
that.
progress. Okay. So thank you so
for
much,
that.
everyone. We'll see everyone
Sir,
on
I
Monday.
just have one question.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any protocol like food related that if you have food, then for some
हाँ,
time
थोड़ा
you
तो
should not?
जैसे आप देखो क्या होता है ना कि आप क्या कर रहे हो, आप एनर्जी को मूव कर रहे हो, right? You're
Right.
moving the energy. So
Right.
when there is food in your stomach, obviously the whole body is focused to digest the food.
Right.
Right. So if you're eating just now, after half an hour, it is not digested. So body is focused there. So the result will not be that great.
That
Now,
great.
also that you not eaten for 7-8 hours, 9-10 hours, like then it could be a little difficult as well because there is nothing on the stomach and it could be little difficult. It may be for some people who are little weak, having some issues, for them it could be little difficult. So generally we say 3-4 hours could be fine. But see, in other systems, like we say ki cupping, when it done on an empty stomach, it is very good. Okay, acupuncture is on an empty stomach, it is very good. But for some people it might not be. Okay, we have to see what is their energy. Like if there's a healthy person doing yoga or any other form of exercise I generally don't believe, because if you see people are doing exercise and still falling with heart attacks, right? So building the muscles is not the same with building health. ठीक है, तो आप इस चीज पे थोड़ा सा नोटिस कीजिएगा. और yeah, so when you're giving the treatment, you have to be very careful about that the person before giving the treatment, at least 3-4 hours he had eaten and at rest. After the treatment, he's all like, somebody will come to you and tell ki, Are, I have just half an hour, give me something, I have 15 minutes, give me something, this pain is so much, and then I want to, just go and do my work and have fun. No, if you don't have time, send them back. I'm telling you very seriously, because you give the treatment, they will feel good for some time, and after half an hour, because they are jumping around, and the pain will come back. Are, this doctor is not even good, pain comes back in half an hour. So this creates a big issue, right? So this is the challenge for healers like the energy healing modalities. So aapko
Is there any time which is very nice to do this or give this healing?
Generally, see, we live in a world, we cannot find, I think we cannot fix a time, but as I said again, your state of the mind makes a huge difference. Okay, so you have to give them early preparation. This is how you have to stay calm, don't go around jumping around. And if somebody is very busy, then we have to see what can we do for them, particularly, can we do it in the session on the weekends or any other day. So we have to find ways to bring them under some kind of calmness, or this kind of situation where they are ready to receive the energy or receive the healing. And after the healing also, it is very common in my even my small town where I'm living, people are so busy, they just cannot just stay without work. Okay, and I will tell you something here is that the one of the biggest, like I have read in somewhere, that one of the biggest superpower, okay, which human can acquire in today's world is to stay calm. Okay, stay calm, feel meditative. Okay, it is like a superpower. Like you want to sleep and you can sleep in 5 minutes. Okay, this is like a superpower, because people can't. I have seen this so much that if I tell my mom, just relax, everything is fine, and she will be worried about everything in the world which is not even now matter to her, right? So आपको इन चीजों पे काम करना है, क्योंकि यही पे प्रॉब्लम होता है, और लोग आप जितने भी आप कोशिश करो, they will not get healed until and unless they want to be healed or stay calm, right?
सर ये आत्मज्ञान प्राप्त होते होते वो अपने आप फिर शांत होने लगते हैं।
हाँ जी। Okay, great. So everybody, thank you so much. Good night. See you all on Monday again. आप लोग थोड़ा रिवाइज कीजिएगा, क्योंकि मंडे को हम थोड़ा टेस्ट लेंगे, ठीक है? We'll do our test on Monday.
So tomorrow there's no class, right, sir?
No class on weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and there will be tests on Monday for sure. Okay, great. Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Good night.